Greetings and welcome back to Reforged. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at BT from Titanfall 2, as it was the winner from the last poll. And of course, if you have a mechanized character you would like to see featured on this series, rebuilt and upgraded, feel free to leave your suggestion in the comments and I'll make another poll out of my top picks. And if you are enjoying the content here on the channel and you want to see more, feel free to leave a like and a subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And yeah, let us begin. Alrighty, starting with the loadout, there's actually a few weapons that I found from the single-player Titan loadouts that translate into Armored Core pretty well. One, of course, being the Thermite launcher, which translates pretty well to the Napalm launcher here in Armored Core. Behaves pretty similarly, shoots at a bunch of projectiles or little grenades that pop up into Napalm. One of our options, but definitely not the strongest choice. Next, we have the Quad Rocket, translated to the Multi-04 handheld missile launcher, so it translates pretty damn well, I'd say. Again, maybe not the best weapon for this type of build, but it's pretty cool that it's there. Next, we have the Railgun, which I even added some extra paint on this Harris, as it's pretty much the closest gun to a railgun that we have, given it's a linear rifle shooting kinetic bullets, but it fires out incredibly fast, pretty much at railgun speeds indubitably. So again, a fine weapon, translates pretty well, or rather, this is actually a pretty damn good weapon to have. Far better than the others, I'd say. And then lastly, we have a shotgun, which could either be the Zimmerman, as it looks a little closer, although the Titanfall shotgun behaves a little more like the Sweet 16 in Armored Core, having a much more wider spread. And then lastly, we have the minigun, which we have the Hauben, also a minigun, can't go wrong with that. And the Hauben is a pretty decent weapon, maybe not the best for a kinetic build-up, close range, high impact, all that good stuff, but it's fine. For show them out, so we have the MLT-06, a 6-cell missile launcher, just like the ones BT has in the game, so a nice little one-to-one right there. And then for the frame, I'm going with the TQ head to kind of have a minimalistic head, as BT's head seems to be in his chest or his core, so I even added a little black on the actual core here to kind of simulate his head over there on the chest. And of course, with the TQ core, it gives us a nice little eye light right in the center of the chest. And then lastly, going the Melander C3 arms and Melander legs for appearance wise, as I think they look the closest. And of course, I went with a forest green and orange paint job, skipping out on all the white paint and decaling, as that would take me a little longer to do, and I ain't really got the time for all of that. If you yourself have a fully decaled up BT, I'd love to see it. I think that'd be really cool. And then for the inner parts, they don't matter too much, just kind of shows inner parts that kind of already blend with the build we have right now, that being a Lula, helping us close a distance, being a little more aggressive, giving us some decent boost speeds, going with the Talbot FCS for our ranges of weaponry, and the only generator that can handle all of this, that being the VP-20C. All other options are nada. And then lastly, for expansion, I have none, as there's no real reference I could find for an expansion for BT. I didn't dive too far into the game story, as from what I hear, it's very good, and so I didn't really want to spoil myself just in case I wanted to play it. And I suppose if y'all want me to make a video playing the game or even stream it, definitely let me know. I hear it is one of the best games of all the times. So I'd be down to check it out, but only if y'all want me to make a video on it, of course. Alright, for playstyle, I would rock double of any of the weapons we can, as not only in the game do you only have one of them at a time anyway, so doubling up on them is more true than, having two different weapons at the same time. And from there, you can play it similar to a type of meta archetype build, that being a Baka, which is a heavyweight double missiles, double shotgun build. Pretty strong, pretty fun to play, not too fun to go against if you're a close range lad, as they'll just kind of beat you in DPS and stability and AP, the Battle of Attrition type of gaming. But it's not unbeatable, given they play so heavy to ensure such durabilities. But yeah, I think BT honestly has some pretty decent makings for a pretty alright Sweet 16 based Power Baka, indubitably. But yes, this is my BT recreation in AC6. Let us take him into the forge and see how we can improve. Alright, for the loadout, just upgraded from the Sweet 16 over to the Zimmerman, doubling up on the shotguns themselves, and upgrading the 6 cells to 10 cells, giving us 20 missiles, indubitably. Keeping the TQ head for the pre-mentioned aspects of look-wise, gotta get that armored decor. Same for the core and the arms, although buffing up the legs, as we're gonna need it to hold all this gear. And I think they look fine for the part as a more upgraded variant, more bulky and robust. For inner parts, going with the Burzel booster, as it has a max assault boost thrust, which will allow us to catch up to more evasive prey. And of course, while assault boosting, we get an increase to our impact when firing our shotguns, which only makes the build even more deadly. As well as going for kicks, an assault boost with a high assault boost speed is much more favorable than if not. And then for FCS, we have Ocellus, as max close range is our range. We got the shotguns, indubitably. And for generator, we're rocking at Santai, as our EN is fine, max capacity, and nice recharge. Could run Coral if you're more akin to it, but honestly there's not much of a point, as you know, our EN is fine with this. And then for expansion, I'm rocking Pulse Armor. Alternatively, you could run Assault Armor, as whenever we're gonna be up close staggering people with just extra damage and keeping them in stagger longer. But given we are so heavy, our natural counters are kites, so we'll have pretty much no value with Assault Armor against kites unless we get the first stagger. So to play it safe, just using good old reliable Pulse Armor. Alright, and for playstyle, assault boost in, fire off the missiles close or far away, it doesn't really matter. They're actually really good barrel stuffing because they just fire it straight. Mix in a lot of kicks with zimmies and they will die very fast. Very simple gameplay. Right now our assault boost speed with all of our weapons is 424. Pretty fast, not too shabby for such a big boy. But if we ditch our missiles, if we're fighting a very evasive kite, we get all the way up to 470. Which is very nice, indubitably. But yes, this is my upgraded BT. Again, if you have any other mechanized characters you want to see upgraded, feel free to leave a suggestion in the comments and I'll make a poll out of my top picks. I shall now take this into some PvP, into some ranked, and see how it performs. Enjoy the fights. Peace.
BT! Got you.
Alright. First match with the new BT. The Ricky Rat Man himself. What are we to fight? Ah, it's like a lightweight variant of us. Holdermans and 6 cells. And a lightweight with SPD boosters. Okay. Oh, it's close range. Just where we like to be, indeed. Layer missiles, we just get a bunch of them. Good old kick value. Layer missiles just a little bit. Go kick TA, interesting. Well, I have PA, so I shall live such a thing. Pew pew. Pew pew bullets. Dear God. Can he dodge all the missiles? Baltea's check. He passed the Baltea's check. His reward is death. GG's. Oh, now he knows he's fast enough to just, walk away from the missiles, so that's cool. But he is not fast enough to dodge bullets. We go again. I have a lot of chunk to overcome, indeed. Shall alternate my shots, so it's very hard to dodge. Kick. There you go. He's achieved the first stagger. Which will it be worth it? I feel a lot more kicks than I really should, but we're a big lad, we can afford it. That's what we do against TA. Makes you virtually untouchable. And then you end it with some rockets. Yes. G2Gs. Yeah, that's a build in where it's really just too light to have the DPS to really put down many builds with TA. But GG's. Alright, next up. Ooh, a ducket build. Have not seen a ducket build in a while. Reverse join his gills? Split missiles? Interesting. Very odd, indeed. I expect the kicks into ducats. If he spray fires, obviously those arms are not handling the recoil. Although if he barrel stuff, son of a big boy, it's not like he can miss a whole lot. Yeah, he poses a critical threat with the impact. Accuracy, maybe not, but, does not also have the durability, so a little bit of the delay. Oh, he's a melee in the back. Interesting. No assault armor, huh? No, he does. Okay, just delayed it. Was it worth it? Not gonna get the... Oh, he did get the full thing. Dear God. I could dodge out of it because he delayed it a little bit, or he was a little too late, but the hits chained into each other. Happens. GG's. Alright. Interesting that he delayed the assault armor. Maybe he thought I too had the assault armor. I want to put it past him. Such a big boy, such an aggressive lad, really. Let's fire the missiles. Yeah, God. Not gonna go for it. It is a dagger into assault. It's very smart. Now we do what he never expects. Just pop this ahead of time. Do some free value without being contested. Now we have the impact Ward 1 pretty much. There's impact. Don't have energy or kick. I keep playing it like I have Portal Gen, but I don't. I'm so used to it, man. GG's, GG's. Alright, next up. Ooh, now we're back at it again. The lightweight versus the heavyweight. Cool decals on it, like the little one on his arm. It was neat. Have at the. Have at the. Oh, I missed the kick. Good God. Dear God. He's achieved stagger. Some energy come back. Technically, I just farm these assault zims a lot more with the Bursal Booster, especially. But I don't. Because I'm a fool. Kick, zim, the double stagger. Oh, I stopped the Zag kick. That's funny. Alright, missile check. No! GG's, man, GG's. Alright, can he make the ultimate comeback? I believe it, I believe it. To the high ground we go. I'm barely just too slow to dodge missiles naturally. Don't run from me! Yeah. The joust! I didn't lock all of my left missiles. It happens. Yeah. Not the stagger. Not my Spitzer. Gamma shield. Yeah. You may be saying, I didn't need to pop it, but I felt like it. He's got the moves. He's got the Ricky Rat moves. Pew, pew. Oh, not the stagger. Let's see if we can employ the tech. One bullet's all it takes from either or. GG's, man, GG's. Oh my God. I'm so chunky. GG's. Alright, and that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, a huge thank you to my Egg Crusaders, my channel members, Arch, Shadow, Metal, and Magpie. Y'all are absolutely insane, and I appreciate you immensely. All this said, y'all have yourselves a very good one, and peace.